Welcome to Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video we are going to finish up our support by tying the wall together. To begin, our string is coming out of these two side beads right here. So we'll take the one coming towards the corner of our triangle and we'll go through 1, 2, 3, 4 beads. So we'll want to bead around going through 4 beads on the top of the wall. There, I've gone through my 4. Now the other one, we just want to go through 1 bead on the other side. And now our strings are coming together, so we'll take 1 bead and cross it with both of our strings. And that connects our first section. Now each string will go through 3 beads. There's 2, 3, and the other string will go through 2 and 3. Then we'll take both our strings and we'll cross a bead. And now we will go through just 2 beads with each string. So we'll go through 2. This one will also go through 2. And now we'll do something slightly different. What we're going to do is we're going to add 1 bead to each string. We'll take each string and add 1 bead. And now, this bead on our center wall, we're going to cross. So each string will enter from its side. Make sure each string is entering from the correct side. And now we have this. We could call it an arm. We have 3 arms. This arm is now sewn together. Now we're going to work 1 string at a time. So we're going to go through this bead here that we just added. Then we're going to go through the 2 beads on our outer wall. And we're going to add 1 bead. Then we're going to circle back and we're going to go through the 2 beads on the center wall. Then we're going to go through the bead down here that we went through at the beginning and the 2 outer beads again. And then the bead we just added. And that gets that small section done. So now we go through 1 bead on our center wall. Then we are going to add 1 bead. And then here you see we have 2 beads on our center wall and directly across is 2 beads on our outer wall. Well, we don't want those 2 beads. We want the next 2 beads beside it. So we want to go through these 2 beads here. And then we're going to add 1 bead. And then we're going to go through this little C of beads, so 1, 2, 3. So we'll go through 1, 2, 3. Then we will add another one. And then we're going to do this entire circle. So we're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads. So there's 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're working with the beads on the top of our wall. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we come back to the bead we just added, so we're going to go through it. Then we're going to go through the 3 beads on the side our string is coming out of. Then we're going to go through the bead we added earlier. And we're going to continue going down. Going to go through 3 beads to start. Now here you want to be careful. You want to go through 2. And then you want to go towards the center. Not continue down along the outer wall. You want to go towards the center. And then we'll go through this center bead here. And we'll stop there for now while we do our other side. Now, as we did before, we want to go through that bead we added here, going towards the outer wall. Then we want to go through the 2 beads on the outer wall. Then we will add a bead. Then we'll head back the direction we came from through the 2 beads on the inner wall or center wall. Then we'll go back through that bead towards our outer wall. And again through the two beads on the outer wall. See, we're just doing a circle to get that small section done. Then we go through the bead we just added, plus the bead on the center wall here, just 1 bead. And we're now going to add a bead. And we don't want the 2 beads here that are directly across from the center wall beads. We want the next 2 beads over, going towards the end of our arm. Now we will add a bead. And then on the opposite wall, we're going to go through the 3 beads that make a little bit of a C shape. Then we will take another bead, add it, and now we're going to circle around through our 7 beads just like we did on the other arm. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we go through that center bead we just added. We go through the 3 beads on the side our string is coming out on. Then we go through the center bead we previously added. And we go through the 3 beads, the first 2, and then we want to make sure that we go in towards the center Now we'll go through our center bead again. And now what we're going to do is we want to secure this set here. So we're going to cross these two that are between our two strings, the ones that are on the center wall. We're going to cross both of them. Then each string is going to go up through the center, or the the beads we had added during our stringing, and then we're going to cross with we're going to go through our two beads with just one string, and then here we're going to add our knot. Remember, you don't pull it tight until after you've entered the beads again, and then you take your string that's closest to the beads and go through both of them. Pull your knot inside and pull tight, and there you have secured your support so that when it comes time it will hold your shape for you. Now, I do like to thread away from where the knot is, so you can pretty much go in any direction. I recommend going at least about 6 beads with each string. And if you can get a kind of circle around in there, that would be good too. So I'm going to do that here. Clip off that one. And always be careful when you clip that you don't clip off the wrong thing. Now we'll do the same with this one. Go through. And then I'll circle around here. And clip off the excess, and there we have our 4 designs with support. You will do the same with all 24 large triangles, and in the next video we will begin connecting our triangles to create our pyramids for our kaleidocycle. Hope to see you there.